How's it going, folks? So here we are, the final day of our deep dive week, a lovely week where we just took a look at bands that are somewhat under the radar. I love doing that. I love checking out those types of bands, and so that's why I dedicated a whole week to it because I just had a bunch, stockpiled that I wanted to have a look at. So we took a submarine down, diving deep, looking for hidden gems. We definitely found some, and we heard some cool stuff from some up and coming bands. And here we are, the final day where we're taking the sub down one more day. I hope everyone's feeling good after getting their bellies full with tea and other treats from yesterday's song that was just too good to us. Fantastic. That song was so sick. But here we are. We got one more in us. We're taking the sub down one more time this week. We're checking out a band called Skarlet Envy, and the name of the song is She's Coming. So let's find out who she is, shall we? Rangers, go. Messed up. admire them for trying to do something pretty different and interesting with the music video. With that being said, I feel like the intro to of the video went a little bit long before the song actually started, but still, they're really trying to do something nifty, and I like the style of it and the way they kind of had the comic book text boxes and all that kind of stuff, or dialogue boxes or whatnot. In there, it's just really stylized and really neat. It's funny though. I wonder, like, if I was in the same situation as those two fellas, and everywhere you run, these figures, these people are just like there. No matter where you go, no matter what turn you take or whatnot. I feel like after like a few times, I would just stop running. I mean, sure I'd be mortified by what is going on. I don't know what these entities or people want with me, but if no matter where I went, if I encountered them and then ran, a couple blocks down and they're just sitting there, like as if they just materialized, and I ran somewhere else and then they're just there, I'd be like, all right, what do you guys want? What I mean, clearly, if I keep running, it doesn't make a difference. So I don't know, just something I thought of it that was funny. But yeah, so yeah, it was funny. It was cool. I admire what they did there. But yeah, as far as the song goes, there was elements that I liked. I did like that guitar riff. I like that, classic heavy metal style that was kind of with some gothic infused vibes with it. It was kind of on the darker side, but really had a classic heavy metal kind of style, especially with the guitars and just the nature of it. And I like her voice too, and yeah, I feel like there's definitely some potential there. There's definitely the song itself. I just feel like it never really had any impact. It never really went anywhere. It kind of it was like atmospheric, and it definitely had a rhythm in it, but it just didn't really have any. What's the word I'm trying to think of, or exactly what I'm trying to say? Just nothing of real impact. I mean, the song just kind of was, it's like I was kind of grooving with it in the beginning, but it just kind of stayed static, the whole time. It never really had any moments where it changed, or, it just had no real like dynamics. It just kind of was static. Like I said, the way it started was kind of just the way it stayed all the way through. So you just kind of find yourself getting a little detached with it over time, just because there's nothing to really keep you engaged. So yeah, but at the end of the day, still, I like the guitar riff. The guitar work was pretty solid. The drums, I don't know if it was in the recording or whatnot, but I wish the drums had a little bit more of an impact, a little bit more of an oomph to them. They just sounded a little. It just didn't quite have that heaviness that I feel like that it could have benefited the song, just in the sound of the drums itself, not the playing, but the sound, how it was recorded or whatnot. But yeah, the song just kind of ended up being somewhat of a standard kind of heavy metal song, because it just never really went anywhere. But yeah, interesting song, interesting folks here. I like their creativity with the music video and stuff, but maybe a little bit more uh, creativity in the songwriting itself to just because in the video they really they personalized that video. They really like or made it their own. But the song, I feel like it just didn't really have that same personalization to it. It didn't really have a signature sound or just geez, what's the word I'm trying to think? It didn't have like its own like identity really. It just kind of was. So that's really my biggest thing with the song. But yeah, Anywho, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on the band. I'd be curious to see what they continue to do in the future. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this one here. Interesting song, interesting video. But so there you have it. That was our deep dive week. We're taking the submarine back up to the surface. I got to turn it in. I put down a hefty deposit on this bad boy. Got to make sure I get it back. Times are tough, even here at the Power Metal Ranger headquarters. So if I don't get the submarine back on time, I'll be out some major dough. But anywho, so yeah, take it back up. Gather your things. We'll take the submarine out again. Down the road. But yeah, that was fun. That's the end of deep dive week. So we'll start getting back to usual. But of course, I'll sprinkle in deep dives as I always do. But yeah, so thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll catch you all next time. Ranger out.